Hey Geminis, Happy New Year. Hope you're all doing well. Now that work is slowing down a bit, I can do more readings again. Thank goodness. It was a little hairy there for a while. Hairy. Why is it? Why do we say that things are hairy when they're, when they're busy? I don't know. Anyways, please note these are general messages. They will not resonate for everyone, so just take what does and leave the rest. And if you'd like a reading that is specific to your situation, please go ahead and book online. You can find the link to my website in the description box below. Okay, keep in mind time is fluid as well. So this may have happened for you already in the past, or it could be happening now, or it could happen in the future. So please keep an open mind when you come to these readings. Let's find out what the sitch is with your person. What is the sitch with Gemini's person, please? I'm hearing they want you to make up your mind. I don't know. It's just like, do you love them or don't you? But we'll see what goes on. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Do you want a long-term relationship or not? Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Pisces. But to them, you're coming across as doing exceptionally well on your own. And they're not listening to their higher self. Their intuition might be blocked at the moment. They've been feeling this. Like, I don't feel that they're in severe heartbreak, but they're definitely stressing about it, and they are feeling a little bit upset. There may have been some time apart, and maybe there was time that you guys weren't talking, and they were wondering what's going on and what happened to my Gemini. But now I think that they're starting to release the fears and the anxieties, and they're starting to get a bit of stability. There's that decision. Told you in the foundation. It's like you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or another Gemini for that matter. But they're focused on you, and they want to know what's going on inside you. What is it that you want? I feel like it's a little bit of cat and mouse, and they're wondering how they can pin you down. They see that you're doing exceptionally well, but they want more. They want a stable relationship with you. They want it all, but it's not happening, and they don't know how to make that happen. For that matter, they're lacking clarity. There it is. Ace of Swords in reverse. Perhaps, even if you guys weren't talking for a little while, they were thinking of reaching out to you, but I don't feel as though they did just yet, because maybe they're afraid that they're going to annoy you, or maybe that you're going to rip their head off. I don't know why you'd rip their head off, but I mean, hey, anything could happen in the past. Maybe they were just controlling or pushy, or, they could have been a little bit boring. They could be somebody who was so focused on money, maybe even a little bit of a con, and maybe that just didn't rub you the right way. Maybe you didn't feel like they were stable. Okay, but at the end of the day, they are trying to move on. Trying. See? As I say, they're trying to move on. There's strength, right? So yeah, your person is trying to get the confidence back, because they felt maybe as though it took a hit, especially with that Three of Swords in reverse. Maybe there's third-party intervention. It's possible. But I think that they did have a lot of anxiety and fear. But the challenge is talking to each other again, because this communication card here, as well as the Four of Swords in reverse, is like there's no talking going on. And the Queen of Swords, this is somebody who's fair and honest and diplomatic and will communicate, is a very good communicator. And I think that they're just wanting to hear from you. And maybe they're the ones that messed up, and that's why you're not speaking to them. So in the near future, I feel like they're going to be breaking this bond. So if they've been coming around, and maybe you're refusing their calls, maybe you're purposely avoiding them because you just don't want to talk to them. But I see that they're going to start releasing this codependency, or this addiction to you, if you will. In their energy, they're still dealing with the highs and lows, though, of their emotions. So they're not quite through it yet. Even though they're trying to gain the strength, their focus is to get some strength. They're still having a hard time balancing what this situation actually is to them. Yeah, the energy around them is about going within. There's something they need to go within about and explore. And I think it's their abandonment issues. I think this person may have abandonment issues, and maybe that's why they get a little too clingy to you. It's possible. And I don't think they mean to be clingy, to be annoying. I think it's just that any time that you disappear or don't speak to them, it scares the hell out of them and triggers their anxiety to a point of no return. See? Knight of Swords. And then they want to come rushing back in and be like, where are you, Gemini? Where did you go? Why aren't you talking to me? And being the Gemini that you are, I mean, this is technically advice from Spirit, which is cross watchers if you're watching. Gemini is a very independent type of energy, and Gemini does what Gemini wants. That's just how it goes. They're dualistic. So that's something here which is interesting too, with this High Priestess in reverse with the 2 pillars, is about the positive and the negatives, but how it all comes into one. And that's basically what Gemini is about. So this person doesn't understand that you can be secure and be there, but also that you need your space. It's like the 2 realities existing as one, and that's a little much for them to get their head around. So it may cause arguments here or there. So their outcome is, yeah, they're not going to be very happy. Not in the near future. Not until they get a full understanding. I don't see. Like, until they can talk to you and get a guarantee. Why am I getting guaranteed? This is somebody I feel that wants you to guarantee that you're always going to be there. And they're in the process of making a decision. They're like, do I move on or do I stay? But the thing is that it's their own fears that they need to conquer, right? Because they've got this toxicity that they have to release. And I feel like it's definitely codependency. Interesting, Geminis. Interesting. So I want to see what further is coming in the future for the Geminis. What do we got? Get some clarification. What's coming in the future here, please, for Geminis regarding this person? Or maybe this is going to be a good thing. Maybe this person is going to leave you alone for once and all, and you're going to be happy. Yeah. See, they don't like the feeling of rejection. They don't like feeling left out in the cold. But like I said, it triggers their anxieties and their fears. And then they're stuck in their head about it. And they have ruminating thoughts. And they can't deal with it. And again, it's about, is Gemini going to leave me? Is Gemini going to leave me? Wow, this person's got it bad for you. They're freaking out. See? I said it. This is somebody who definitely needs a guarantee. Being the Fool in reverse and showing up as such, they're somebody that has to have everything laid out and stable for them, because if it's not, it makes them feel out of control. And Geminis are air. They just go with the flow, right? So they're getting this spark. I don't know, maybe they're going to try and approach the situation differently. Yeah, as I say that, 8 of Pentacles, there it is. They still seem to, I'm kind of getting the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I think in their time of thinking, they realize that they have been a fool and they have been insane. And I feel like, how do I put this? I feel like this person, even though they want to be in a relationship with you, they're in this weird relationship with themselves that they have to sort out, right? Because it's like, with that 2 of Pentacles that we first saw, they don't know what to do. It's like, do I reach out to Gemini or no? Maybe I should pull back. It's like they are so fixated in their own little world, trapped in their own little world and thoughts of what to do, what to say, that they're actually not even showing up in the relationship. Does that make sense? It's very interesting, this individual. But yeah, I just saw Ace of Pentacles. It wanted to come out. So they're trying to find a different way to work on this so that they can lay down a solid foundation with you. But there we go. But again, it's their emotions that are over the top right now. They're not feeling enough love from you or an emotional connection. So that may cause them to, I don't know, try and pick fights just to get a reaction out of you, right? Yeah, and as I say that, look, somebody who picks fights. 5 of Swords in reverse. They really try to get you to react to them. And there's that 7 of Wands as well. But I feel like they're going to be releasing that energy, which is good. They're working on that. They're working on not trying to push you to give a reaction. It's kind of like, oh, even if you give them negative attention, it's still attention, and then they feel good about it, right? But I think that they're seeing this about themselves and how they're acting like a meathead. And maybe that's why you put them on ice sometimes, right? Is because, like, what can you do? You can't fix this person. It's up to them. So yeah, they're going to come out of communication. You're going to be hearing from them soon. Whether you want to or not, I don't know. But basically, they're going to start getting over their fears and their anxieties, and they're going to start taking control of their life by getting out of their head. Because yeah, how they've been going about this just hasn't really been working for them. So very interesting. Let's get you an intent card as we move forward. So if you're wondering about somebody, and if you do care about them, and if they're going to shape up, it looks as though they're starting to get the hint. And maybe you've communicated it to them, like, look, I need my space sometimes, because maybe you're starting to feel strapped or trapped and restricted, and you might end up walking away. Some of you might not, though, because I feel like you do care about this person, and maybe you're the one who's going to come up with the idea of how to change things to make this person feel a little bit more emotionally secure with you, right? Because it's about working together, isn't it? And maybe you're even going to start trying to make more time for the connection, and that might be a little tough, though, because like I said, you guys like to socialize. I mean, you guys are the social butterflies, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Earth, interesting. Planet Earth is our home. It is extremely important to be mindful of our habits of consumption. Reduce purchases that are harmful to our planet. Reuse what you have already. Recycle what you can. Leaving natural areas with even 2 handfuls of found trash to dispose of properly is so helpful. Small actions such as this create positive impact and a difference for the health of our planet. For me, in this context, in this situation, Earth to me means that they've got to declutter and to stop recycling their thoughts and actually come back down to Earth so that they can kind of get a grasp on their emotions and what it is that they're going through so that they can approach this situation properly. For you, I think it's all going to work out how you want it to. It's just, that's where this person is at right now. All right? All right. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night, and I will see you guys again next Thursday. Have a good one, Geminis. Bye.